with Dracula Unleashed for the Sega CD. Right here. God damn it. I have no spatial awareness. Don't judge me. Mother Antares, you have arrived. Good to see you. Hope you've been well. What have you been up to? We are on night 4, or day 4 rather. We are on day 4 of Dracula Unleashed. So one little oddity that I found about the Mister is that when you are playing a multi-disc game... Exactly. It saves the save as the name of... as the disc that you put in when you initially loaded the game. In other words, because we started with disc 1, and we kept disc 1... like, how do I explain this? We loaded disc 1 initially. It made a save file for disc 1, and then we've been using that save... not the save slots, but the file that the Mister creates. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So what I'm saying is, if I were to load disc 2, like, first, there'd be no save. So I loaded disc 1, I loaded our save, and then at some point when I go in a building... It's going to ask me to insert disc 2 again, is what I'm saying. And don't worry, once I insert disc 2 again, when it asks me to, everything will be Gucci. Everything will work out just well. What's up, Randy Linden, author of Bleem and Bleemcast? I hope you are doing well. Frank says hello. Darbicus, hiya. Your sleep schedule's been terrible. I'm sorry, Mother Antares. I feel your pain there. My sleep schedule has been rather sucky as well. It's no fun. I hope you can get some good sleepy sleep soon. Although you might not after we finish this game. Yeah, it gets even creepier. All right. So where we left off is we let it wasn't, we didn't do it on purpose, but we did.
Your return to shore was not part of our negotiations nor our agreement, so I must do nothing.
Yar, you must do nothing.
It's all over, people. We don't have a prayer.
I mean, you could say that. Yar, Gamers Uplink. Thanks so much for redeeming the piratey hat. This chair continues to be hoy, says hoy. But while 'tis true that my debauchery was my way of compensating, the rum may always be gone, and I may be the worst pirate you ever heard of. Ye have heard of me. And Randy Linden has redeemed the cursed piratey gold, which we have right hither. We'll use this side today. Nice little black and gold side. Pirates and vampires, oh my. Indeed. We got the pirates, we got the vampires. I'm putting my hat on backwards. What the fuck am I doing? Well, good news. Frank Source has redeemed Lucius Pendant, so we don't need to put the hat on at all just yet. Again, we can put Lucius Pendant on, which I have right here. So now we have the piratey gold, and we have Lucius Pendant. Boom. And we have the piratey glasses that I just made up. And you're the piratey hat, this time right side up. Gotta get all the swag. Exactly, Frank. Now all we need is... No, we don't. I know what you're talking about. We don't have that here. We don't have any of that here. Alright, so where we left off was we accidentally let Juliet die. Haven't finished this trash. What trash? This isn't super highlight. My God. What's up, Yosh? It's always good to see you. Now, there's no trash here. Only FMV goodness. Goodness. So, we're gonna get... Wait! No! This game is not trash. How could you possibly side with Yoshi from that? Fine, Yoshi can play this game. I quit. Frank says you cannoned me in the brain now, causing me nothing but pain. Now Yoshi has to play the game. Alright, Yoshi. Here you go, buddy.
What an asshole.
Come on now. Right? It's only fair. You were kind enough to give this to me.
I am Zophar,
So I am giving
master of...
Darbicus11584 cheered 110 bits. The piratey gold. The piratey hat. The piratey bits. Wait.
Darbicus, thank you for the 110 bits for the piratey gold, the piratey hat, and the piratey bits. Your support of the realm and the domain is greatly appreciated. Thank you, Darbicus. I have a Genesis too. It's up in the attic. I have a Sega CD Model 1 and Model 2 as well. And in fact, my Genesis and Sega CD are in the trailer on twitch.tv/Zophar1. Helps if I remember my own URL. What's up, HMS Boatfricker? Not enough points for the piratey cannon. I'm sorry. You gotta learn more. You gotta hang out more, and you'll get more silver. Or we could do predictions, and you can get some silver that way. Gamers Upling says the trash emote Yoshi put on Discord to describe Super Highlight is accurate and appropriate. I agree. Indeed, I was, and still am. So now that I have corrected history, we are going to go and figure out what we must do. So we let Juliet die. We failed. It was quite unfortunate, but you have to fail. So now, this I remember very well. I know that there's a whole bunch of stuff that we have to do when we go through this, and one of the things I am certain that we have to do is we have to get that item that if you don't get it, you can't beat the game. So we need to do that. It also is probably a good idea to go get a newspaper because you always want to do that in the morning. So those are two things we're definitely going to want to do. Gamers Uplink says he does a lot of trolley troll. Are you talking about yourself in the third person? Gamers Uplink, what did I tell you about that? Mopo says you got enough silver for 31.6369 cannons. That's so specific. Thorin's building silver for the cannons. You'll eventually never be without. All right, so history's been corrected. The true good games have been holstered up. The bad games have been shouted out. Melpo is saving up 4,666 silver. And all is right with the world. You only have 20 cannons with the points. Yoshi says the one thing you are enjoying is how I am becoming more 90s. Like, I know you're all infecting me. You know, all you emulator people coming back from the 90s, you're infecting me with the 90s virus. I thought I was free of it. You know, I thought I took my medicine and I D90'd myself, but no. It puts hair on your chest. That's funny. So my dad used to tell me that I need to eat spinach and vegetables because it puts hair on my chest. So I tell my son that, and he's like, Dad, that makes no sense. It doesn't put hair on your chest. I don't want hair on my chest. How would it put hair on your chest? And I had to think about it. I was like, well, it doesn't do it automatically, like right away, but, you know, given enough time. The 90s are back, along with Alf in pod form. Thorin says 4666 for the moment. Who knows, that could change. All right, so we got to do stuff. So first, we know we need the newspaper. We know we need the item. The item you get from Harker's house. I remember that. As far as what order to do that in, I'm not sure. I also know that they want us to meet at Harker's office. Like, that's a thing that Van Helsing wanted to meet there. So that's got to happen in the morning, too. So we know we got to do Harker's home, Harker's office, the newsstand. All got to be done, and all got to be done early. So what order do we go in? So let's see. The newsstand is Westminster. Harker's home is Marble Arch. Harker's office is St. Paul's. So Marble Arch, St. Paul's, Westminster. Now, let's see. We're in Notting Hill. Marble Arch is 30 minutes away. That's Harker's home.
From Notting Hill to Marble Arch.
If we go to Westminster first, it's 45 minutes.
It will take 45 minutes to go from Notting Hill
and
to
then
Westminster.
St. Paul's, which is his office, is all the way out there.
It will take me 1 hour
So
to go from
honestly, I
Notting
think it probably makes sense. Let's see. If we were in Westminster, let me see something here. If you go Westminster to St. Paul's, it's 40 minutes.
It will take me.
So why don't we do Harker's home?
That journey
And
will
then
take 35.
we go from Harker's home
It seems it will take.
to the newsstand, right? That's 20 minutes. And then we go the newsstand to Harker's office.
It will take me 40
right?
minutes
Don't you
to
think
go
that
from
makes the most sense,
Westminster
chat?
to St. Paul's.
Go in that order. I kind of like that. We'll do that. So we'll start with Harker's home.
Where can I take you today,
To your
sir?
son. I don't want hair on my chest either, kiddo, but genetics wins. Indeed. That would have been the better thing to say. The beauty of aging. You lose hair where you want it and gain it where you don't. Yeah, it sounds about right. Unfortunately, it sounds about right. Since Soda Pagoda is not here, can Thorin Shazam use some root beer with vodka? Oh, Mother Antares. I don't think that's a thing you can do, Gamers Uplink. Sounds like a fail. I think you should try it. after you play Heart of the Alien, the masterpiece of gaming, other than Super Highlight. Honestly, that's the 2 games you should play, Gamers Uplink. You should do both of
56
those
Rochester and
things,
Marble Arch Driver.
and you will enjoy it. You mean yeah.
I'm happy to say that we finally arrived.
There's no rage here, Reg. There is no rage here, but there is a Reg here. What's up, Reg? It's good to see you. I hope you are doing well. And thank you for redeeming the video of the Demon Rage, because sometimes you just got a ragey rage.
A good day to you, driver.
Sometimes against the machine.
G'day, son.
Mother Antarctica. You've used that one before, Yosh. You gotta get that dictionary out and pick some more A words. There's plenty of words in A's. The ones is a common relaxing game. Exactly, you are in luxury right now.
You lose. Good day, sir.
Darbykiss11584 cheered 145 bits. You get chest hair as you get older, but you lose your eyesight, hearing, and all your hopes and dreams. Not a fair trade, really.
Indeed. Can't argue with that. That is all true. All of those things do indeed happen. They do indeed happen. What are you going to do? All right. So we need to go into the Harker home. So let's go. And this is where it wants me to insert disc 2. So we will do that. There's disc 2. Boom. And here's the pivotal moment, everybody.
Mina?
Over here, Alexander. He sent it. Reverend Jenkins. He sent it.
So, let me remind you all that had we not given the rose to Mina on day 2, we would not be able to talk to the priest on day 3. We would not be able to get the cross on day 4. And if you haven't seen this game, like if you've never seen the end of this, I won't spoil it. Just know that the game, if you do everything else right except for that, the game will let you go to the very end, the last scene. It will let you go to the end and kill you every time. And you will not understand why you keep dying over and over. And you can sit there all day long trying to go back to play day 4 over and even play day 3 over. But you got to go all the way back to near the beginning of day 2 if you want to salvage this, which basically no one knows where it is. So you're basically starting the game over. Yep, that was the cruel part of this game. That's probably why Yoshi, that kind of stuff is why Yoshi is, pointing out his opinion on the quality of the gameplay itself. That is a dirty trick. I will not defend that. That is a dirty trick. And it got me for a long time, and I had to look up a walkthrough. It was one of 2 things I could not figure out, no matter what the hell I did. The other thing I couldn't figure out was the manuscript. I could not, for the life of me, figure out how to get that manuscript years ago, and I had to look that up, too. And when I say look it up, I think I had to call the 900 number. It requires you to, take the thing to Devlin and then take the keys to the bookstore, and you have to understand the keys open the bookstore door, and they didn't understand it. That's what they did. So that was the missing link for me. So, yeah. Copying Infocomms and Sierra's homework. Correct, HMS. Correct. It's like playing Silent Hill to get the good ending. Decisions and consequences are very random. So we got the Crossy Cross, and that is pivotal to beating the game. Cannot beat without it.
Reverend Jenkins consecrate a cross for me. It makes me feel safer somehow.
Somehow. Also, the irony, I'm not going to spoil it now, but you'll see why this whole cross thing is super duper ironic at the end. So we did that. So we know that now we're closest to the newsstand. So we should go there.
Good day, sir. Where might I be taking you?
Gotta get them 900 minutes, exactly. Alright, so newsstand is next.
Please take me to 98 Rutherford, Westminster.
Plop, plop.
We're here, sir.
Where, sir?
Good day, driver.
And a good day to you, sir.
A good day to you, sir. Alright, let's go click on those newspapers.
Morning, Gov. Looking forward to celebrating the new year? Out with the old, in with the new?
I certainly hope to be celebrating.
Why, Gov, there's plenty to be happy for. If nothing else, the coppers has almost solved the slasher case. So me, I'm looking forward to bringing in the new year right. After all, by this time next century, we'll have world peace, cured all diseases, ended famine, be riding around in the...
Do you think he improvised that actor, like, because they, like, were at the end of his scenes? Like, because when he grabs Alexander Morse, do you see the look on his face like he's trying to not laugh? I think that was probably improvised. I would love to see, like, a making of where someone talks about that scene. I've always thought that. All right, let's go see what clippy clips we got.
I kept a number of curious articles that I read in the paper.
Police closer to solving the slasher case.
Police closer to solving slasher case. Scotland Yard announced that they are close to capturing the murderer who is responsible for putting London into the largest state of panic since the Ripper. Investigators report that they have come upon an important clue which will bring the fiend to justice.
How do they know that this is not the Ripper? Remember, the Jack the Ripper case was never solved. So how do they know this is not him returning? Or her? To the editor of the Times.
To the editor of the Times. Sir, the century is rapidly reaching a close, and most Londoners are viewing it with trepidation and fear. It seems that violence and murder are becoming an everyday occurrence in our fair city. I, for one, see the new epoch as a chance for England to lead the world into a reign of enlightenment. This bloodshed that curses humanity will end, and England will shine as a beacon. God save the Queen, Lord Godalming.
There shined a shiny beacon. Or was that demon? If you recall, the Ripper would remove target. Yes, that's true, and this one only removes blood. So yeah, I guess you'd be right that the MOs are different enough HMS to where they wouldn't suspect Jack the Ripper. Great point. Police crack down on drunk carriage drivers.
Police crack down on drunk carriage drivers. Police will now arrest and lock up anyone who drives carriages under the influence of alcohol. Parliament has given Scotland Yard the permission to stop and examine drivers the police view as troublesome.
Well, alrighty then. Now we know we want to go to the Harker's office, because we got to meet up. It's the morning.
And where will we be off to this fine day?
Where will we be off to this fine day? We're gonna go to the Harker office. Doodle doodle do freaking do.
Please take me to 45 Fenchurch, St. Paul's.
Yeah, buddy.
Here we are, sir. Safe and sound.
Safe and sound.
Thank you, driver.
And a good day to you, sir.
All right. Let's go in the office.
Good morning, Alexander.
Where's Arthur? I would have expected him here leading the charge.
He sent a message saying he had to attend his coachman's funeral this morning, but hoped to meet us after Juliet's funeral at noon.
When I checked on them after our scare last night, Regina said they hadn't seen anything, much less a wolf. I think they're all right, for now.
Excuse me, message for Dr. Seward.
For me? Good Lord! There's been a fire at the asylum. At least one person is dead, and several more are trapped. I must be off at once.
Yeah, we all need to be about our duties. We meet at Anna said after Juliet's funeral. Oh, Alexander, wait, I almost forget. I need a stake so big and pointy. Oh, and a mallet too. Good boy. Yeah.
We need a stake and a mallet. All right. I'm pretty sure you get that from maybe the graveyard, maybe? No. I think you get that from the asylum, actually. I think.
Seward seemed ill after getting his message and must deal with a fire at the asylum. Things are happening so quickly now, and I fear that after the funeral, everything will be out of control.
It does get crazy after the funeral, if I remember. That's a good point. All right. I feel like this is a good spot to save these saves. We're going to save in slot... let's save in slot 1 now. Time for slot 1. We're saving in slot 1E1. You just noticed, weren't several of the vampire hunters in Bram Stoker's novel Londoners? Well, let's see. Quincy Adams was from Texas in America. Seward, Dr. Seward, was UK, I think. Well, London it would have been then, right? And Homewood, played by Carrie Ells in the 1992 version, I think. I'm pretty sure he's London also, right? So 2 of those 3 were London. Then you had the, like, Mina Harker was kind of not in the best condition at that point because she was turning into a vampire. Who else was there? Wasn't that it? Wasn't that just them? Oh, Van Helsing, of course. And Van Helsing was from, is it from Belgium, maybe? Possibly? I should know this. Where's Van Helsing from? Let's see. Where is Van Helsing from? Oh, Amsterdam. Okay. The Netherlands. There you go. Okay, so we got our savey save on. So we got to go to the asylum at some point. We also got to go to Homewood's house to pay that visit. We are... Where are we? We're in St. Paul, so let's see. The asylum is in Paddington with the cemetery. Let's see, Homewood's is in Westminster. So, Westminster or Paddington? They're both farish, but Westminster's closer.
That's your
40 minutes to Westminster. 40 minutes. Oh, it's the same distance. It doesn't really matter. All right, well, at that point, then we'll just go to Homewood's first.
Where will Betsy be taking us today, sir?
Yeah, no doubt. A-doodle. A-doodle-doo.
I'd like to go to 19 St. Augustine's, Westminster. We're here, sir.
Where, sir?
Thank you, driver. And a good day to you, sir.
And a good day to you, sir. All right, in the Homewoods we go.
Hello, Alexander. Won't you come in for a cup of tea?
No, thank you, Regina.
What do you mean,
Is
no?
Arthur about?
No, I'm sorry. He went out on business earlier. Is there anything I can help you with?
No, I don't want to bother you at this sad time. How was the funeral this morning?
Oh, it was sad. But still a moving ceremony. Well, it's a comfort to us all knowing that there is life after life.
Well, thank you for your time, Regina.
Life
Please tell Arthur I
after
called.
life. Where did I hear that before? That's an odd phrase.
It is always a pleasure to chat with Regina Homewood. She is surely one of the most polite people I've ever met, and a comfort in such trying times.
A comfort in such trying times. Alright, so I guess... there's a few things we could do right now. We got to go to the asylum at some point. We got to go everywhere, but the asylum's important, and we really should go there before we go to the funeral. The funeral's supposed to be at noon, right? What time is it?
10 a.m.
And to get to the asylum from here, the asylum's in Paddington, right?
It will
40
take me 40
minutes to the
to go
asylum.
from Westminster to Paddington.
I would think we'd want to do the cemetery and the asylum like one after the other timing-wise, right? Wouldn't that make the most sense? So if we're going to do that, then we probably want to check the university. Saucy Jack probably isn't open yet. I'm thinking the university. Let me see where the university is. And then at some point we got to check telegrams. I know that. Where's the university? Shit, that's not what I wanted to do. University. The university is in Kensington. And we are in Westminster. Kensington is 30
By
minutes.
carriage, it will take 30 minutes to go from Westminster
So
to
we
Kensington.
could go to the university and then go home to check to see if we got those telegrams we're expecting. Yeah. All right, let's do that.
Where can I take you today, sir?
Where can I take you today, sir? You're thinking of giving Dracula Unleashed a try? It's really fun. It's a good little romp through the what if something came after Dracula? What if there was life after life? What if he came back? There's a Sega CD version, a PC version, and a DVD version. I prefer the Sega CD version. That's the version I first played, and it has the biggest screen versus that in PC. The PC version does have better quality graphics, 256 colors instead of 64, but on a smaller screen. And the DVD version does look the best. It's full screen, well, you know, with black bars on the sides. But it takes some of the game out of the game. Like the save process is kind of convoluted. It doesn't have the cool borders like you see here. It doesn't have the possibility of being kidnapped, or not kidnapped, stopped by the constables. Yes, HMS, they made a DVD remaster of this in the early to mid-2000s. I only own the Sega CD version and the PC version. I do not own the DVD version. And you would use your DVD remote. Back, you know, and there were some games coming out for DVD players, HMS, I don't know if you remember that era. They weren't very good, but this game got the treatment, so, you know. What am I doing? University. A-doodle, a-doodle-doo.
I'd like to go to 71 Queen's Gate, Kensington.
Do you believe in
Here we are,
life
sir.
after life? That's not how it went. That's not what Cher said. Close, though. I agree, DJ Deep. It's a very cozy,
A good day to you,
cozy
driver.
type of game, the
Right.
FMV games.
Have a good day, sir.
Although I don't know how cozy I would say it's going to get in about 4 or 5 scenes. All right, so I think this is where shit starts going off the rails. I'm going to save just in case. I think it might go off the rails from this point. What time is it? Okay, yeah. Let's see what happens.
Dr. Breyer.
Oh, yep. This is where the game... By the way, this got an MA13. I was impressed that it didn't get higher than this. If you're squeamish, look away.
For
Alexander. DJ Deep's about to have all the dreams shattered. This is so cozy, isn't it? Hyper-realistic blood. Muppet says apparently Cher's son invited Cannibal Corpse to his birthday. Tried to get a bakery to make a CC-themed birthday cake, but they refused, so she made one herself. Oh, that's awesome that she made one herself. Melpo said that's what's in the box. I like where this is headed. Still cozy. Love Ladraku. Fair enough. Nothing shatters you, DJ Deep. I'm impressed.
I'm still weak from my shock at the university. May I never again see a sight as horrifying as that.
Indeed.
Why do I feel like Dracula knows my every move?
Why does Dracula know your every move, Alexander? That's a little odd. Strange. Why does Dracula know his every move, chat? Don't answer that. If you'd actually know why, don't answer that.
Where might I be taking you?
Doodle doo, doodle doo, doodle, doodle, doodle.
Please take me to 45 Holland. Not
All right, I know we gotta get the telegrams. I remember this. Day 4, I remember a lot of what happens.
Here we are, sir. Safe and sound. A good day to you, driver. Right, have a good day, sir.
What time is it? 11:10.
11:10
After this,
a.m.
I think we have to go. I think we should go to the funeral at some point, right? The funeral is supposed to be at 12, I think. Right? Isn't it 12? But we also got to go to the asylum. Both those things have to happen. So I think we should do after this in that order. We should do it. All right, we got something from Briarcliff, who's dead, and something from Seward. Let's see what Briarcliff says.
I have just
just finished interpreting your manuscript and found it absolutely fascinating. The most fantastic part refers to this ancient amulet of power. Not only would it be part of a ceremony to raise the dead, but it would allegedly allow its wearer to appear as anything or anyone he desired. This amulet would not operate on its own, however, requiring a user already powerful with magic.
Ooh, powerful
I have reason to believe the trinket this legend is based on may really have existed. Please see me at your earliest convenience. Respectfully, Dr. Randall Briarcliff.
So much for that. We probably were supposed to go home first before we went to the university. Whoops. Oh well. Well, now we have to act like, we didn't. Seward. What's Seward got?
Dear Alexander, this is a dictaphone recording of my last conversation with Renfield, made the night before he died. It did not strike me as surprising then, but now, please listen to it. I need someone to confirm my suspicions. Dr. John Seward.
So he died. That's unfortunate. So the one that died is Renfield. F.
Dr. Seward sent me a dictaphone tube he wants me to listen to. Now, where have I seen a dictaphone?
Could it be Hawke's office? Ho, ho, ho. By the way, did we... We didn't. We didn't record the stuff about the amulet. Oh, well. Womp womp. Doesn't affect the game. Just would have been cool. We're going to do a save here. We'll keep saving in slot 1. Cool. All right, chat. I'm just going to run to the bathroom real quick, and then we will continue on with the meat of day 4. So please don't change that channel, chat, because Zophar's Realm will be right back.
Oh, hello. This is Mick Foley, World Wrestling Federation Champion. I just wanted to welcome all of you to Zophar's Realm. I hear he's got a lot of cool cats coming and going to play some retro game for you. Bang, bang! We love it. I love it. And I want to thank you and welcome you. Mr. Sacco wants to welcome you too. Have a nice day.
Yes! Yes! He did it! I did it! Chris, this fight's tough. Let me tell you a good strategy. Yes, here's the strategy. Everybody ready? This is it. Watch. See the strategy? It's good. It's good strategy. Good strategy. Yeah, mash that button, yeah.
I can't do it.
Hell with the game. This is more fun. Who needs a game?
Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.
Is he gonna die? Oh no. Well, I'll take over. Alright, guys. I got.
Good night, everybody.
He's gone. Alright. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Retro Gaming. My name is Andrew. It's good to see you guys. You can call me Rig. We're gonna play some Shine the Holy Ark.
See, when I was a kid, and this is not a knock, by the way, on my mom. I love my mom. But my mom made 20,000 different forms of chicken. So after a while, like, I think this is why I like sushi, because I just started looking for anything that wasn't chicken. I'm like, but I love you, Mom. Your chicken was great, Mom. Your chicken was great.
Oh, yeah, your chicken was fantastic, Zophar's mom.
God blimey, don't sneak up on me like that.
He said the thing. I'll end up doing something really friggin' stupid. Noodly, noodly, noodly. Oh, what the? Yo, everybody, did you all see that? You all saw that, right? Somebody clip that. Someone clip that moment. I want that moment clipped. You all saw that, right? Everybody here saw that, right? Validated. Told you I was gonna do it. I wasn't even trying to do it. Oh God. Oh, thank you, game. Oh my God, the game saved me. The game saved me. Oh, ah! I pressed up. I swear I pressed up. All right, here we go. Someday, perhaps you will allow me to hear yours, Alex Bird. God, you suck. Maverickism! No, I'm just kidding. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. And Rig of Retro Island Gaming, Mr. Andrew R. Gaming, Andrew H., Andrew the man, the myth, the legend. If we don't beat Shining the Holy Ark soon, I'm gonna be sad.
Look at mine.
Wait, what happened?
Hold on, there's something wrong with it. Oh, the bottom.
Wait, no! You can't! Ah! Ay, me hearty, you concussed me again. Son of a... Well, if the run wasn't already dead, now it is. That's so funny. Do you see this? You all see this, right? The game's just... Not only is kicking me while I'm down, the game is literally kicking me while I'm down. F this game. Sir Boom, hope you're doing really well. Wait, no! Actually, yes. Can't play the game if I'm dead.
Hey everyone, G Levy here. If you're interested in appearing in our next BRB video, send me a whisper on stream, or hit me up on Discord. Hope to see you soon.
Stop! Each of you will now listen to the Lord of the Realm and the Domain. Each of you have been stained by a sub-badge and marked by a follower icon. If I call your name in chat, you will answer, "Yes, Lord Zophar," or I will banish you to the black hole. My stream starts now, mortals.
You braved so dangerous a course to secure a dragon diamond?
I'm beginning to regret that course myself. Please don't chomp us to bits.
Why is it you humans prize those things so much? Don't you know they're made from my but what's the use?
I'm gonna set a fire trap.
Welcome to die.
Oh no! Maybe he won't bother me.
Welcome to die. No, welcome to die.
Oh God! Oh shit! At least I have chicken. Sorry about that. Just had to grab something. What'd I miss?
And that's why I hate Zophar. Oh, hi, Zophar.
Ah, sure.
How about either or, Zophar? You beat this game without the code, and I'll play Seven Saga, or I.
Come on! I did it! I beat Contra without cheating! I never did it before! Yes, 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 yes! Little Daniel Bryan yes right there. Ooh. And we're back. And we're back. Alright. So let's see. It is
11:40.
11:40. So what? Asylum and then right after the cemetery?
What part of our beautiful city would you like to see today, sir?
That should work, right? Hopefully? Because they're both in the same spot. I hope it works. If it doesn't, we're gonna die.
I'd like to go to 52 Bishop's Bridge.
Maybe I didn't do this in the right
Paddington.
order. Thanks, Taurus Tendencies. I appreciate that. The clips were, I had chosen them all myself,
Here we are,
but
sir.
G. Levy is the one that put them all together in that awesome string of format, and he came up with the idea of all the interludes, and he did some good work. G. Levy does great work. He's also doing the editing, putting the finishing touches on the credits for the Zophar's Retro Rewind series, of which we did release a short trailer a couple of days ago. There's the link. The actual full episode 1 of Zophar's Retro Rewind, which is my emulation retrospective look back through my eyes during the emulation scene in the 1990s. That'll be on November 9th, first episode, all about the Zophar's Underworld, first streaming show about emulation on the internet that I know of. Oh, you shall hire me? Hire G. Levy. G. Levy's the one that does the good work. I just have a lot of ideas. G. Levy executes them. He rocks.
A good day to you, driver.
Right. Have a good day, sir.
Have a good day, sir. All right. Asylum. Let's go. What?
Good God,
Oh,
what
that
a
fire.
mess.
Really messed
If you
everything
wait
up.
for Dr. Seward, it'll be a while. He's gonna be busy for some time.
Yeesh. Like, why is there a stake and a mallet just sitting there in the asylum? Like, why? What is it doing there? That doesn't even make sense. Like, this is the first part where, like, the whole plot, devices where they're like, so we know we gotta have a scene with a stake and a mallet because this is a Dracula game. How does the player get him? Let's just have there be a fire at the asylum, and then magically from the ashes of the asylum comes a stake and a mallet. Like, what the shit? Gamers Uplink says you should do a live premiere with the people. Well, we are doing a live premiere, but it will be with everybody, Gamers Uplink. Everybody will get to see it when it premieres. But we'll talk more about that as we get closer. Because I have to tell you what time, and you don't yet know what time. Gamers Uplink, if I gave you an advanced copy of the episode, then you wouldn't go to see it when it comes out, because you would have already seen it. What would the fun in that be?
Dr. Seward's
Gamers
asylum
Uplink's
was
anxious
a wreck.
because he's in it.
I wonder if the
Several
vampire
times.
had anything to do with the fire.
Don't tell
I
me.
feel bad about taking the stake and mallet, but I have a feeling we'll need them.
What do you mean you feel bad about taking a stake in mallet? They didn't even probably know it was there. What would you do with that? Like, what does anyone actually do with a stake and a mallet? It's not true that a stake and a mallet will destroy a vampire? Oh, Gamers Uplink, my word. And I'm sure that the vampire had everything to do with the fire. Probably taking out loose ends. Briarcliff knew about the manuscript, so he's got to go. Renfield's talking about Dracula's return, so he's got to go. So pretty sure Dracula's just trying to take everybody out at this point. All right, let's see. What time is it now?
12:15 p.m.
We are late for the funeral. We need to go, like, right now.
And where will we be off to this fine day?
Where will we be off to? To the cemetery with you.
I'd like to go to 33 Coventry, Paddington.
A doodle. A doodle doo. A doodle.
We're here, sir.
A good day to you, driver.
Right. Have a good day, sir.
All right. So we're going to go in there and we're going to see what we can see.
Ashes to ashes and dust to dust.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. He's pretty destroyed. Aww. And the rose is annihilated. He is upset and angry. Why would that be?
Alexander, I'm so tired.
Angry, as far as him being angry. Guess we'll find out.
At least she's got loved ones to come see her off.
I pity about that feller earlier. I guess no one wanted to see a headless corpse.
I says, you gotta make what friends you can while you're still alive. That ways, it ain't so lonely when you're gone.
Grave humor. Random, but you wonder who would win in a fight. Freddy? I assume you meant Freddy. Or Jason. You know they made a whole movie about that. Called Freddy vs. Jason. And I'm pretty sure Jason comes up victorious, if I remember the end right. Yeah, no, I'm being serious. You didn't know about this? There's a movie called Freddy vs. Jason. It was the last one. You didn't know about this, HMS? Wait, I can't tell if you're serious or just messing. Freddy vs. Jason. Directed by, what's his name? Ronnie Yu, maybe? You didn't see it? Came out like 20 years ago. Here, hold on. I'll give you a link to it. Oh. Yeah. I think it's actually great. They actually got together and they came to an agreement, and Freddy Krueger fights Jason Voorhees in what was the last... Because the last Friday the 13th movie from the original series was technically Jason 10, or Jason X, whereas the last Nightmare on Elm Street was, I think it was New Nightmare? But then a few years after that, I think it was like 2001, 2002, 2003, something like that, they got together and they created a movie that's kind of more like a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, to be honest. But Jason, they bring Jason in to, like, you know, fight against Freddy, if I remember it right. So, yeah, definitely not something a 5-year-old would watch. Good point. But yeah, Freddy vs. Jason, great movie. Great end to the series. Don't bother with the remake crap. Watch Freddy vs. Jason if you want to see the real conclusion. I feel bad, though, because I didn't realize you hadn't seen it, so I kind of gave a little spoily there. Sorry. I do that sometimes. But it still doesn't matter. It's you need to see it. You definitely need to see it. It's really good. If you know, really want to know how a fight with Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees would go. Okay, so let's write about the funeral.
Another funeral, this time for dear Juliet. If only I could believe she truly rests in peace. But that is not the case. Action must be taken.
Action must be taken. All right, so... What should we do now? Now, I got to think about what we should do now, because I'm not totally sure what we should do right now. Let's look.
1:20 p.m.
1:20. We're in Paddington. Hold on, what is close to Paddington? King's Cross is 20 minutes. Marble Arch is 15 minutes. And Strand is 40. All right.
Will take
So
me 40
anything in
minutes to
King's
go from
Cross or Marble Arch is very close. Let's see. It turns out it's a romance film. Telegraph office, but we don't need that. Harker's home, I don't think we need that. Bookstore? Do we need the bookstore anymore? Maybe. For reference, Paddington to King's Cross is nearly 3 kilometers. So is the amount of time they're saying for a carriage ride realistic or not realistic? Or do we know? It's teaching you to learn London geography. Nice. I don't think we need to do that stuff. I know we got to go to the office because we got that dictaphone tube, which is over here. Oh, we didn't look at all this cool stuff. Let's see. Can't look at it? Oh, there we go.
This dictaphone tube was sent to me by a very concerned Dr. Seward.
Steak and mallet.
I fear this steak and mallet will perform a most grisly task.
You think? At the time it takes to drive in the current day, you don't know how a carriage ride in that time period compares, probably fewer stops. That's a good point.
Reverend Jenkins has consecrated this cross for me personally.
Thanks, Reverend Jenkins. What about whatever this is? Wolfsbane? Right? Wolfsbane?
This wolfsbane reminds me that we are dealing with the supernatural.
And then these keys are the bookstore? Right?
This is the key ring I borrowed from Devlin Goldacre at the Hades Club.
So what are these keys? What are these for?
These keys were found in Randall Briarcliff's office. God rest his soul.
Oh. What do you think this opens? What would the keys in Randall Briarcliff's office open? I have no idea. Doodly doodly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we should go, chat. Doodle doodle, guess that's that. Doodle doo. Doodle doo. I don't know. Where else can we go? 20 minutes to Notting Hill. You could go to Anisette's house. The Saucy Jack's probably open now. That's in the Strand. Now I'm starting to forget stuff.
It will take me 40 minutes.
Probably go to Anisette. And then from Anisette we go to the Saucy...
That journey will take 55...
Nah. Maybe we'll do the Saucy
take me
Jack
40 minutes
and
to
then
go.
Anisette. Maybe that's better. Whoops.
Hmm.
Yikes.
It will take me
Either way,
55
it's a
minutes
lot
to
of
go from
driving.
the Strand to Notting Hill.
We have to go to Harker's office, though. We know we got to do that at some point. So can we do that along the way? St. Paul's. Ugh, St. Paul's is all the way over there.
By carriage, it will take 40 minutes to go from Paddington to...
I mean, we could go here and then double back. Yeah, let's go to Harker's office. We know we got to do it at some point. We're going to do Harker's office. Grand Ole Firelift. Isn't Wolfsbane only for werewolves? Indeed. But remember, Dracula can turn into a werewolf. Alright, let's go to Harker's office.
Please take me to 45 Fenchurch, St. Paul's.
I said that it is doodle doodle freaking doo.
You better bundle your coat, sir. We're here.
Better bundle your coat, sir.
Thank you, driver.
Have a good day, sir.
Have a good day, sir. Alright, into the office we go.
Of course I recognized you, sir. Mr. Harker left specific instructions to help you or his other friends in any way I can. The dictaphone is on his desk. Is there any other way I can help?
No, you've been most kind.
Very well. Call me if you need anything.
So nice of you.
Whatever possessed you to attack Van Helsing? Do you not value your own safety? Your own life? Life? what do you know about life? You see, Doctor knows nothing about life. There is life after life. 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 After life.
Life after life.
Life after life. My word.
Renfield always had an unsettling effect on me, but for some reason this interview was very disturbing. Life after life. Have I heard that phrase before?
Have you indeed? Alright, now I think we'll go to the Saucy Jack.
And what part of...
We're gonna go to the Saucy Jack in the Strand.
Please take me to 20 Surrey, the Strand. I'm pleased to say that we've arrived at our destination, sir.
Nice.
A good day to you, driver. And a good day to you, sir.
A good day to you, sir. Doodle. Doodle doo.
Why, Mr. Morris?
Oh, damn.
I got a message for you.
Oh.
Debbie. It's from a Mr. Olmwood.
It's a letter.
Alexander, I discovered something of urgent interest to the both of us. Please meet me at my house at 9 p.m. tonight.
Meet at Homewood's house at 9 p.m. Ooh, what could it be? What could it be?
I received a note from Arthur asking me to meet him at his house at 9 p.m. I wondered what he could want.
What could he want? Alright, We probably should get to Anisette's.
45 p.m.
So let's go get there.
And what part of our beautiful city would you like to see today, sir?
What part of our fair city would you like to see today, sir? I'd like to see Notting Hill, please.
I'd like to go to 10 Campden Hill. Notting Hill, please.
We're here, sir.
We're here, sir.
Good day, driver.
And a good day to you, sir.
And a good day to you, sir. A doodle doo. We should probably take a poll now, chat, because I'm like 95% confident we're going to beat this tonight. And we'll probably have a little time left as well. So we're going to make a poll. And I'm only going to give us 2 choices for the next game. I'm going to keep this very simple. We could continue on with the 31 Days of Zoctober and do Mansions of Hidden Souls for Sega CD, which is a very creepy game involving a mansion and butterflies and mystery. Very Halloween-y game. Or we go do Dot Hack Outbreak, which is part 3 of the Dot Hack series, for PS2. We'll put that poll up for 10 minutes. I'm also gonna I'll give you a third option, but something else means you really have no interest in those games. Tell me the truth. But that's it. That's the poll. So I'm gonna put that up on the screen right there. Get your votey votes in. And we're gonna go inside Anisette's house and see what we can see.
That's disgusting. We must be doing it and doing it tonight. If we do not drive a stake into Juliet Adams immediately, heaven help those who be her next victim.
Well, I've had no luck tracking the demon down. I've checked with every shipping clerk I know. I suppose Dracula doesn't make the same mistake twice. Our only option now seems to be stopping Juliet.
All the death we have already seen. Even Renfield is dead, having been consumed in the fire at my asylum. I don't know if I'm capable of joining you tonight.
Bye, Renfield.
Today's events have left me rather weak.
I'll stay here with Sword. After all, Anisette's already been attacked once. This way I can stay close to Regina.
That sounds like a good idea, my friend. The rest of us is meeting at the cemetery before dark.
Before dark. Okay. Well, Van Helsing, you made yourself very clear. We know what we must do.
I did not look forward to the plan Van Helsing has proposed, but I know that it is the only way. I hope we are prepared to carry it out.
It is the only way. Alright, so I think the next thing that we have to do... We haven't been to the Hades Club yet. We're running out of locations. Let's go see what's left. Alright, so I know the Hades Club is somewhere we want to go. Homewood's told us to meet in there at 9, so we're not going to worry about that right now. We've been to Anisette's. We already went home. We got the telegrams. We haven't been to Hades yet. We got the news. There's nothing to do with the telegraph anymore. We did Saucy Jack, but there's something there later, if I remember. We did Harker's home. We did Harker's office. The bookstore, I think, is done now. We'll go there if we wind up, if I can't think of anything else to do and we run out of things to do. Asylum we did. Cemetery we did, but we got to go back there at night. And then the university, we definitely did that. So I'm going to say the Hades Club is next. Doodle. Oops. Apparently Wolfsbane's a notably poisonous plant and was used to bait and poison wolves. According to vampires.com blogging, it was used historically in Germany as a tool against vampires as well. Of course, vampires in history have a fairly different sensibility. Indeed. Indeed they do. Indeed they did.
Please take me to 21 Scarsdale Villa, Kensington.
I'm happy to say that we have finally arrived.
We've finally arrived.
Good day, driver.
Have a good day, sir.
Have a good day, sir. Man, there is no love for Dot Hack. It's okay. I was kind of looking forward to Mansion of Hidden Souls anyway. I happen to have it right in front of me, see? Basically, our modern collection of ideas about vampires don't really collect until Bram Stoker writes Dracula. Yeah, it's a good point. he kind of defined what we now view as vampires, didn't he? And Anne Rice helped to expand that a bit, right? Although in Anne Rice's world, the vampires were able to look at and touch crosses. Fiction's my friend of a demented Irishman. Remember? That's what Brad Pitt said. All right, in the Hades Club we go. You're the only one here that's been voting for Dot Hack.
Oh, my poor Juliet.
Uh-oh.
But she's still alive, Horner. She's still alive. He doesn't care about that, Devlin. He doesn't care about anything but himself and his own bloody desires. He has his own plans. We should never have freed him. Now we're trapped. Trapped by our own hands. Trapped. We're trapped? No, we're not trapped.
He went and lost his mindy mind. Doodle, 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 freaking do. Indeed, she did, Adventure Josh. Indeed, she did. And, of course, that vampires' lives are empty and purposeless. That, too.
I can't believe it. A secret chamber in the Hades Club. I swear that the voices behind the wall were that of Devlin and his lackey, Alfred Horner. I believe Goldacre is going mad.
Is he, though? Is he? Alright, now, I know that there's something we gotta get at the Saucy Jack.
And where will we be off to on this
So
fine
we're
day?
gonna do that right now. This I remember. Doodle, doodle,
Please take me to
doodle,
20
doodle.
Surrey.
You
The
wouldn't mind
Strand.
seeing Dot Hack, but October is a more limited time event. That's fair, man. That's totally fair. And Dot Hack is not quite Zoctobery.
Where?
You know that made you wonder, Dracula novel died by being stabbed a shit ton. When did this become a wooden stake through the heart? Let me think about that. Well, Lucy was killed by putting a wooden stake through her heart and then lopping off her head with a knife. That was in Bram Stoker's Dracula also. But I'm sure that that was there before that.
Good day, driver. Right, have a good day, sir.
Right, have a good day, sir. Into the Saucy Jack again we go. Doodle 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 doo. A doodle doodle doo. Doodle doodle doo.
What you got there, Ducky?
Oh, nothing, Rebecca. I just saw the most curious drawings.
Oh, well, that is odd. Oh, that must have been left by your friend, Mr. Goldacre. Oh, that's a peculiar bloke, that one. He was standing right where you is now, muttering away.
Doodle 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 doo. A doodle doodle doo.
Devlin Goldacre continues to amaze me. Why would he leave a napkin covered with drawings of crosses at the Saucy Jack? What could he be up to?
Crosses. Ooh. Sounds like he's planning something, chat. He went and made a planny plan. Oops. Doodle doodle do, freaking do. Planny plan. Planny plan.
This napkin with crosses scrawled on it makes little to no sense.
Little to no sense, you
Cohen,
say?
doodly oodly, diddly oodly, doodly oodly, noodly doodly, diddly doodly.
Exactly. All right, there's a lot of crosses. It almost looks like a room, doesn't it? Look, like you got like, you see the little lines here? So there's a room and you walk in it and there's just crosses everywhere. Sounds like a plan to me.
And what part of our beautiful city would you like to see today,
What
sir?
part of our beautiful city would you like to visit today, sir? Alright, at some point we got to go to the cemetery when it gets night out, which it's starting to get darker. I also know there's stuff to do at Anisette's later. I guess we'll go to Anisette first.
I'd like to go to 10 Campden Hill. Notting Hill, please.
Right? Because now we got the steak and mallet. So maybe there's something to do there.
I'm pleased to say that we have arrived at our destination, sir.
Thank you, driver.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir. Oh, it's dark. We should go to the cemetery next. Oh, shit. Not again.
You fools! You fools! How you do this? You sleep and the monster will come! Stay back, you boom!
Dracula, get in here!
Well, if none of you is protecting Anisette, then it falls to me. Also, I must hypnotize her as I once do Mina. Oh, I pray we find out what the demon be up to.
Is that wise? Won't that tip Dracula off to our plan?
Plan? What plan? We have no plan.
But, Doctor, what can I do? Anything at all.
Do I look like an old man? Out, all of you. You're no good to me here.
No good to me here. Why does he keep letting everyone, like, why do they keep falling asleep? Damn it, Dracula.
How could I have let this happen again? I should have stayed with Anisette and fought that beast with my own hands. I fear for Van Helsing's safety.
Yeah, I would say you should. People believe their dead sometimes might rise again spontaneously and do all sorts of bad shit. So they start staking dead people to kind of ensure they stay dead. Makes sense. Why does a stake solve the problem? I have no idea. Well, I guess it's a convenient little, tool. If you drive it into their heart ain't surviving that. Right? So I guess it makes sense.
Where will we be going tonight, sir?
Where will we be going tonight, sir? Alright, at some point we gotta go to Harker's home, but we also need to go to the cemetery, so I don't think we should wait, so let's go to the cemetery now.
I'd like to go to 33 Coventry, Paddington.
But why wouldn't? Do we want to see what happens without the stake and mallet first?
I'm pleased to say that we've arrived at our destination, sir.
Alright, Mansions of Hidden Souls just landslided. I guess we're gonna run with it. Yeah, let's do a savey save, and then we'll take a deathy death. And see how lovely it goes. All right, so this is without the without the mallet and stuff. Appreciate it, Adventure Josh. Oh, poor devil.
Before the dark becomes the day, night's journey must progress into a dark and silent place with dreams miraculous.
That's not creepy at all.
I'm here, my love. Don't cry. Shh. Let me kiss you.
Oh, that's a bad idea, Goldacre. Don't do it. May not have been that wood mattered initially. It was just the obvious material. Oh, we got Carmina Burana. You know shit's getting serious when that comes
Alexander, Jonathan, quick, come!
What about Devlin?
This was where I first heard the Carmina Burana song. It was from Dracula Unleashed. In the DVD version, they pulled this song completely out of it because licensing. Oh boy.
Jonathan, protect me.
You're not Mina?
No!
Alexander, help me.
You're not Anisette.
No, Alexander, it's not her.
She's not her.
No, Alexander. Now what?
Now, Alexander. Now what? Oops. That's where you're supposed to drive the stake through her heart. But we died.
Oh no, this tragedy
I'm the bat.
beyond measure. Which you call who is to save us? Who can destroy Dracula's evil plans? But wait, there's still chance. Will you try again, or should I say rise again?
Thanks for the game over the air there, yielding.
Just maybe the
Like you live in some small
will be
village.
stopped.
Wood is what you make
Our
everything
fate
out of,
is
so
in
you don't
your hands.
make out of stone. Makes sense. We went and took a deathy death. Doodle doodle do freaking do. Deathy death. Deathy death. Do 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 do. Took a deathy death. Alright, now let's try it with the proper material. Thanks, G. Levy, for the nightmare, because sometimes you just gotta live in a nightmare. Alright, we're going in, we're going in, we're going in. This time with the proper item.
Before the dark becomes
Doodle doo.
I'm here, my love. Don't cry.
Dropped my controller.
Let me kiss you.
Yeah, he definitely does not survive this. Do. Maybe he does survive. I mean, it's just a bite, right? Don't you have to drink when you turn to it? Like you have to drink their blood, right? Like, wasn't that how it worked in the 1992 version, right? Mina drank Dracula's blood, Dracula drank hers. Like they had to like, it's like a vampire virus. Pretty set on stake being fire hardened. Alrighty then.
Jonathan, protect me.
No protection.
No. Alexander, help me.
Evil and fake vampire.
No, Alexander! It's not here! No, Alexander!
There we go. Nice. Nice. Remember South Park? Nice.
On top of everything else today, now I have helped kill Juliet Adams.
You did? She already
I know
dead.
she was already dead, but her scream will haunt me for the rest of my life.
But she was already dead, so it's fine. It's totally fine. Chatty chat. Steak. Light tapping. Wrong steak! We'll do a savey save in Dracula 2 here. There we go. We'll let the Mister do its thing. Okay, we're going to go to Harker's home now, I think.
Where will we be going tonight, sir?
Where will we be going tonight, sir? A doodly doo. A doodly doo.
56 Rochester and Marble Arch, driver.
56 Rochester, Marble Arch. We also have to go to Homewoods at 9 o'clock, so, you know, we can't forget
Here
to
we
do
are,
that.
sir. Safe and sound.
We are, sir. Safe and sound.
Thank you, driver.
Good evening to you, sir.
All right, in Harker's home.
Are you all right, Mrs. Harker?
Call me Mina, please. I'm fine, really.
Well, you seem worried about something, Miss Mina.
Miss Mina is what Quincy used to call me. Can I confide in you, Mr. Morris?
Certainly.
I am very disturbed. I see glimpses of the Count in my mind.
How? How is this possible?
I carry a bond with him from years ago. At times I see him as though through a fog.
What do you see now? It may help us find him.
He appears different than before, but familiar. He seems close to us. Very close.
Seems close to us. Very close. Ooh, how close. She wasn't dead yet. She was just resting. Remarkable. Oh, God. Juliet.
I'm glad to know Mina Harker trusts me, but I'm worried for her. She still has a psychic rapport with Dracula, but she sees only hazy images of him and cannot yet identify the fiend.
Yeah, the whole thing was she had like that psychic connection to Dracula. I remember that being in the movie as well. Now, we're in an interesting crossroads here because we're supposed to visit Homewood at 9. But I also know we got to figure out the whole Anisette thing because that's a big plot point. We should probably save here. I know it keeps saving. And I'm going to start saving in different slots too after this. Okay, if it's 8 o'clock and we're going to Notting Hill, that's 5 minutes.
It seems it
That's if we see Anisette first. What if we want to go see Homewood first? Doodle doodle effing doo. Doodle doodle doo doodle doo. Doodly doo. Doodly doo. Westminster. Do 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 do.
That journey will...
Marble Arch to Westminster, 20 minutes.
That journey will...
I mean, we could just go to Homewoods and pass time. Or we could go somewhere else.
And where?
And where will Betsy be taking us today, sir? Hades Club, not going to go back there yet. Newsstand's over, Telegraph's over. Saucy Jack, we've been to twice. There's nothing left to do there. Harker's home, I think, is later again. We did the cemetery. We did the asylum. Could go to the bookstore, but I don't think there's anything there. Let's go. We could check it out. I'm just skipping past all the chatter. Alright. Guess there is a scene. Aw, shit.
So, you've discovered my secret, but it will do you no good, for now you must pay!
Wait, what? Wait, what? He killed him? My God, Dick Danza. God is my witness. He's been broken in half. I don't think I've ever seen that scene before. Why is he looking at his watch? 125.
Tried to kill me today. In the struggle, his neck must have broken. It's obvious that he was no vampire. I was unconscious for quite some time.
Yeah, we don't want that. That's incredibly bad. And now we're gonna die.
Alexander. Anisette, is that you?
Mankind! Mankind! Mankind!
What are you doing here?
I was so worried about you, Alexander. And I was so lonely.
It's cold.
Why is she wearing blue
Take mine.
clothes?
All of you to Zophar's realm.
Exactly, G. Levy. Well, that was cool. Oh no!
Oh no, this
tragedy beyond measure.
The Jew gone, who is to save us? Who can destroy Dracula's evil plans?
Who can destroy
But
Dracula's
wait,
evil
there
plan?
is still chance.
There is still
Were
chance.
you to try again, or should I say
There is
rise
still a
again?
chance.
Maybe, just maybe, the Nosferatu could be stopped. Our fate is in your hands.
Doodle doodle doo doodle doo. By God, King! He had a family! All Jerry Lawler ever talked about was puppies. He must have loved dogs. Um.
8 o'clock.
So I don't know. That didn't work, so we're not going to go there again.
And where?
How about we kind of camp outside Homewoods? Right? So he wanted to meet us at 9 o'clock and show us something. So let's
I'd
see
like
what
to
he's
go
got.
to 19 St. Augustine's, Westminster.
Doodle doodle freaking doo. Doodle doodle doo doodle doo.
I'm happy to say that we have finally arrived.
We finally arrived.
Good day, driver.
Good evening to you, sir.
Let's see what time it is.
8:20 p.m.
Maybe we can see him early. Nope. Doesn't look like it.
Yes, I'm here to see Mr. Holmwood. I'm afraid Mr. Holmwood is presently unavailable.
Unavailable at the moment. Presently, in fact. Not normally, but presently. Alright, well maybe we'll go there later. Maybe we'll go to Anisette now.
Good evening, sir. Where can old Nellie take you tonight?
Where can old Nellie take you tonight?
I'd like to go to 10 Campton Hill. Notting
What's
Hill,
up,
please.
Rig? Go get that vampire. Go follow Rig, everybody. Well, you probably already follow Rig. But if somehow you don't, you
bundle
need
your
to.
coat, sir. We're here.
Rig has played like every awesome game ever, except for this one, which you should. You know, you're going to play this eventually. Gamers Uplink is going to play Heart of the Alien, and it's all going to work out just fine.
Thank you, driver.
Good
I'm
evening
pretty
to
sure
you,
we're
sir.
near the end. I'm pretty sure. What's up, Boomstick? Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. All right, let's go see if we've got anything new going on in Anisette's. It's Dracula!
Stop. You think you could stop me? I will come back from the grave again and again. I will
What is he wearing?
and all your friends and feast upon your blood.
Why does he have a bow tie? Why does Dracula have a bow tie? Oh shit, he's got the amulet. Now he's a wolf. What the fuck is happening?
Doctor! Quickly, we must get him to my house.
Oh my god, we're in trouble.
We cannot stay with
He
Anisette.
looks like he's having a heart attack.
That paid again.
What's he saying? That what again? Oh, got bit again. Got bit. Oh, F! This is freaking really bad. Doodle freaking do.
Dracula, the demon himself. I felt his raw evil as soon as I saw him. I swear that I will do everything in my power to stop him before he can kill again.
You better. Alright, we need to get to Homewoods right now. Homewood said we had to see something, and it's 9:25 already.
Where can old Nellie take you tonight?
I hope we're not too late. Don't worry, Homewood
I'd like
will
to
know
go
what
to
to do.
19 St. Augustine's, Westminster.
Right? FMV goodness, Dick Danza.
Here we are, sir.
Good day, driver.
Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening to you, sir. Yeah, right. Let's go see what Homewood has for us.
Regina, where's Arthur?
What the heck? Why is she just standing there? Oh no.
Regina?
What the? Ah! What the fuck happened to Regina Homewood? Why is she a statue and why did she collapse? Like in Demolition Man. Heads up! Remember? It looks like Simon Phoenix has finally matched his meat. You really licked his ass. That's what she said. That's what she said. She totally said that. Sandra Bullock said that.
Dracula must have slain poor Regina months ago. Somehow he has used his accursed amulet to reanimate her and make her appear alive. I was a fool not to see the link between Devlin, Arthur, and the Hades Club earlier.
What are you saying about Arthur Homewood, young Alexander Morris? What is happening? We better save. How about slot 3? We're gonna save in slot 3. It is
10:25 p.m.
10:25 doodle doo. Alright, I think we should go to the Harker home and reconvene right now.
Where will we be going tonight, sir?
Where will we be going tonight, sir? We need to get to Harker's home, like right now. And try to reconvene.
56 Rochester in Marble Arch, driver.
Doodle 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 doodle.
We're here, sir.
Okay.
A good day to you, driver. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening to you, sir.
I agree with your self-diagnosis, Doctor. You appear to have suffered a stoppage of the heart.
Oh, jeez.
Is there
Heart
anything I
attack.
can do to help?
Mina, what are you doing
Anisette,
here?
where is Anisette?
Mr. Goldacre told me Van Helsing wanted to talk with me right away. He said he would watch Anisette.
Van Helsing is sent for no
So Goldacre's not dead.
Rest, Doctor. Don't try and talk.
Homewood! Homewood is...
Homewood is what? Homewood is in danger?
Anisette!
That's what he means, right? Homewood's in danger. In the club, drinking the Transylvania Crystal. Well, this snowballed pretty quickly. This spiraled really fucking fast.
Things have become desperate. I must stop Dracula immediately. I fear that the lives of Anisette and all my friends hang in the balance from this moment forward.
Oh, fucking shit. Alright, let's go back to Anisette's. It'll be okay. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine and nice. We will save her. It will be
Good
fine.
evening, sir. Where can old Nellie take you tonight?
Where can old Nellie take you tonight? Take us to Anisette. We must save her.
I'd like to go to 10 Campden Hill, Notting Hill, please.
Doodle 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 doo. Doodle doodle doo freaking do.
I'm pleased to say that we have arrived at our destination, sir.
Thank you, driver.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir. Okay. Into Anisette's. We'll be okay. It'll be fine.
Anisette!
F! Why is it not fine? It's not Foyne. It's not Noyce. Now Anisette is missing. Kidnapped. How could you?
Anisette is gone. But where?
We are dead, dead, dead. Alright, so we will do a save now in slot 4. Okay, let the mister do its thing. Alright. Okay. So at this point, you're basically...
Where can Ornelli take you
if
tonight?
you don't know what to do, you're chasing Dracula around, trying to figure out where he is. But if you have been paying attention to this game at all, then you would know by now that there was a plot between Devlin Goldacre of the Hades Club and Alfred Horner from the bookstore to resurrect Dracula, which is why he blames himself for the death of Juliet. But what I'm trying to figure out is, where is Anisette? So, it's the Hades Club, by the way.
Please take me to 21 Scarsdale Villa, Kensington.
Dracula will keep picking people off the longer you take to figure this out. So as long as you...
Happy to say that we have finally arrived.
I think you have till like just before 1 a.m. to figure out where he is, and as long as you do, you will be able to beat the game if you've got the right item.
Thank you, driver.
And a good day to you, sir.
Now, I'm going to show you what happens when you go in there without the cross. I want to remind you all, if you did not do the thing with the rose on day 2, so basically if you didn't give the rose to Mina Harker on day 2, which then got her to say she wanted to talk to you after the funeral on day 3, and then the priest talks to you so that on day 4 you can get the cross from the Harker residence. If you don't do that initial thing on day 2, the game, as long as you make no other mistakes, will let you go all the way here. This is the end, just so you all know. We're at the end right now. And then this will happen. So let's watch. So this is no cross. Final scene, no cross.
Don't bother struggling, my dear. Your pain will soon be over.
Wait, it wasn't Dracula that kidnapped Anisette? It was him?
Dracula? No, you are not he. But he will be here soon, very soon. You see, he needs Anisette. And he will do to her as he's done to my Juliet. Devlin, you're mad! Mad? No. Brilliant. You see, he will come. I've baited the trap. And now he will find out who the true master is.
Oof.
Oh, Anisette, I'm so sorry I put you through this.
Oh, this is bad. F! Oh, great. Now he's going to stab us with it. No! Someone's opening the door. Who could it be?
I get shot.
That's it. We're soft lock. Quit the game. No, really, you can't. This is. F! Well, he's dead now. Oh,
Dear friends, we're together
it's
again.
Arthur Homewood. Thank the Lord. He's come to save us.
He's not Arthur.
What do you mean?
No. I slew him in his wench.
It was Dracula.
No one can hear your screams,
The whole
Alexander,
time.
as I blade
The
ready
whole
back to your
time.
body.
Now it sounds like Sally
my
Field.
dear Anisette. With you by my side, I will be ready to reign again, ruling the night for all eternity. Stop, David! Come no farther!
But he has no cross.
You do not order your master. I command your fate, and it shall be death.
Dracula, have a heart. He just KO'd him. We just got KO'd. He fatality'd us. Wait, no. You're not supposed to be cannoning me. You were supposed to cannon Dracula. You messed up. Now we'll never beat the game. Yielding thought, you cannoned my brain. You caused me all the pain. Now we need grog. Now we're no longer in a fog. Yeah. How you doing, Willie Rage? Welcome on in. So that's what happens when you don't have the crossy cross. So now imagine, you've been playing this game for hours. It's taking you forever to try to figure out where everything is, and the game lets you get all the way to that point, which is the end scene. And then you die like that, and you're thinking, damn, what did I miss? So you're looking all over the place. You're reloading day 4, you're starting at the beginning of day 4, you're starting at the beginning of day 3. Guess what? You won't find shit, because what you missed was on day 2. You had to get the rose and give it to Mina, which then gives you a sequence of events to take you to the end that eventually lead to the cross. And if you don't do that, the other events will never trigger, and the game will let you get all that way, and you'll never know why. So that was the second part where I had to figure it out. I did not know what I had missed back when I first played this in 1993 as a young lad of 12. Yep, by God, the fatality, the fatality, the fatality. As God is my witness. Okay. So, now we will put the cross in hand and see what actually happens when you put the cross in hand. Ahoy, Willy Rage! Pretty good modding Fallout 3 to the max. Nice, enjoy. It sounds fun. Adventure Josh, the game fatalitied me. Exactly, we got Kano'd. The Kano, the Kano, the Kano. Alright, try that again. Oh, Fortuna.
Don't bother struggling, my dear. Your pain will soon be
Music that is the most epic ever.
Dracula.
That I should not sing because we will get muted. This is totally mutable. It happened once to me before. About a year and a half ago when we played this the first time.
Brilliant. You see, he
I'm gonna stop now.
I've baited the trap, and now he will find out who the true master is.
That sounded painful.
I'm so sorry I put you through this.
Indeed, Adventure Josh. A doodle do. A doodle do. A doodle do. Something about doodling. A doodle do. A doodle doodle doodle.
My dear friends, we're together again.
Doodle do.
Thank heaven
Doodle
you're here.
do.
He's not Arthur. No. I slew him and his wench months ago. Now no one can hear your screams, Alexander, as I flay the very flesh from your body. And you, my dear innocent. With you by my side, I will be ready to reign again, ruling the night for all eternity.
Stop, David! Go no further!
You poor fool. I am Lord of the Nosferatu. I have ruled the dark for centuries untold. You really believe this fear?
So this is kind of like the joke. See, you go all the way back to get the cross, and then he just crushes it anyway and starts strangling you. But I guess it buys you enough time to do that. No! So what, he's okay with crushing one cross, but he can't stare the sight of 30 of them? But he can touch one? What's with the sand? What's happening? Oh no! I mean, oh yes! Nice. Of course, just for effect. You know, you gotta show it in instant replay 3 times. And he's dead. MA-13. That's the equivalent of PG-13 this got. Between the severed head and... There's all kinds of other stuff, too, you didn't even all get to see yet. That we could probably show you if you really want to see it. Like, what happens when you don't do a good job of killing Dracula
well, Quincy, it's through.
Before 1 a.m.
I feared your great sacrifice might have been for naught, but we won. Now Anisette and I look forward to the coming dawn and a bright new year.
Happy New Year! Do 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 do. Combo breaker. It's a little bit of overkill. It's a little bit. All right, let's go see the ending.
How cruel are the fates.
Arthur and Regina never had a chance.
Dracula gave them no warning he had returned.
Yeah, Dracula murdered them before the game started.
Yeah, it is over, my friends. And we are all alive.
Tis only a flesh wound.
Dracula is gone forever.
So that's the best ending you can get, because everyone that can be alive at that point is alive. You can never save Briarcliff. Dracula gets him early on day 4. There's no way to save him. You can't save Homewood or his wife. They're murdered before the game even starts. But everybody else you can save as long as you finish the game before, I think it's 1 a.m. I think it goes like every hour. I think that if you wait till 1 o'clock, he picks somebody off. And then I think it happens again at 2. And then again at 3, and then I think if you wait till like 4, then you'll get like, I think it's like the worst ending. And then eventually, if you never find him, and you get to like 5 or 6, then he just murders you. I think. Pretty sure that's how it went. I think there also might be, I'll actually cheat for this part now. I'm going to look up a guide real quick to see if I can find what those scenes are. Okay, here we go. So, if we, all right, sorry, the guide here is a little bit confusing here, but I want to show you the other ending so you can see what happens. So, if we go, that's 3 a.m. That's, we know that with, without, if you don't kill, right, hold on, that's 4 a.m., so 3 o'clock to Homewoods, 4 o'clock for Harker, we know that, 1 a.m. at the Asylum. Yeah, we never do figure out what that other key is for. Okay, so we can see the first death at 1 a.m. at the Asylum then. Okay. So yeah, we can see a bunch of different scenes. Dracula is punctual, at least. Gotta respect that. Exactly. Adventure Josh says, they said we needed to run a stake through his heart. So we ran a stake through his entire torso. Can't be too careful. Indeed, indeed. Here's all the actors. See anybody you know? Me neither. I thought they did a good job with it. I thought this game was good for what it was. Yeah, I think that if FMV games had been more like this, I'm not saying that this is like peak gameplay, but this is definitely the better of the FMV games. I think it's the best one. But there were not enough like this, and there were far too many like, you know, Corpse Killer or Double Switch, which itself wasn't a big fan of it, but I would play it on stream if you all wanted to see it. Marky Mark, Make My Video, In Excess, CNC Music Factory, Crisscross, all those. I hope you're doing well, Tea Time. It's always good to see you. How you making out with your mugs? I still have my Shining the Holy Ark mug upstairs. I've just been keeping it warm for a certain someone, so we can finish Shining the Holy Ark eventually. Just saying. Just saying. Nah, it's not your fault. I know you got a lot going on. Adventure Josh says, there you go. The song is kind of on the edge. This is not on the edge at all. This is, you can, if, I don't even want to talk about it because I just keep talking over the music. They will mute you for this. This is one of the only 2 times I've ever been muted in 2 years. It was this song because I went to the bathroom.
Sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Exactly.
Please check the number and
Exactly.
dial again.
So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go take a break. As Rick says, I'm gonna get some more Angel Tears, and then I left, and then this played, and it's Carmina Burana as composed by Carl Orff, and it is copyrighted. And I mean, like again, here we go again. All music's copyrighted, right? But this is one that they actively they're trying to sell because, I think in 7 or 8 years, I think it will finally enter the public domain. So you know, trying to get as much, I guess, out of what's left of it as they can at this point. And this is a recording, so yeah. The recordings can last many, many years past the original composition of it. So, yes, but it's very long duration. It's like, I think it's like 90 years It's a lot because there's several extensions that they gave copyrights. Here, let's see. How long is a work copyrighted in the U.S. for? It's the length of the author's life plus another 70 years. So, it's a long time. It is very long. You have won. What do you want to do? I want to loady load. We're gonna do a loady load. Doodle 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 freaking do.
12 o'clock.
Loady load. Loady load. So we're gonna go to the asylum now. And we're gonna pass the time. So you can see the first death.
I'd like to go to 52 Bishop's Bridge, Paddington.
It goes well, Kira/. We just beat the game, actually. So now I'm going to show everybody all of the other scenes that happen if you take too long to beat Dracula. You've seen the best ending. Now you're going to see other endings. Time to copyright Zophar's Realm. We should. Totally should. Nah, I don't care about that. All right, in we go.
Thank you, driver.
Yeah, 7 years adventure, Josh. Sounds right. All right, so we're going to pass time.
12:30.
All right. So now it's been an hour past midnight, so we should be able to see a scene here.
Dr. Seward, where are you? You have much to do. No!
This game doesn't fuck around.
Wolf tracks.
He's like, no! Wolf tracks. Great acting. For Karloff's Carmina Burana, yeah. You get to write about it. Look.
How could the fiend have gotten to Dr. Seward? If only I had stopped Dracula before this tragedy could occur.
If only. Alright, so that's that one. And then I'll show you what the game looks like with him dead. So we'll go to the Hades Club. Hades Club.
Please take me to 21 Scarsdale Villa, Kensington.
Kensington. Anyways, skip. And then we'll go and we'll take our crossy cross. Oops. Our crossy cross. We'll go in there. You've already seen the end, so we'll skip past this. So that's the whole Dracula, end scene. And then, here's the epilogue if Seward dies.
It's monstrous.
Arthur and Regina never had a chance.
Dracula killed him upon his return. He gave them no chance.
It's finally over. Dracula's dead.
Yeah, but to lose so many. Goodbye, John Seward, my friend.
If only I'd acted sooner.
If only you'd acted sooner. If only. But you didn't. You didn't act sooner. So now, what we can do next...
Congratulations, my dear boy. You have saved the world from a fate most horrible. But all is not well. Some of those you love are no longer with us. Perhaps, just perhaps, you might have saved them. Were you to try again, who knows what the result might be.
So this is where the game is telling you, hey, just so you know, you did not get the best ending. Try again. Alright, so we'll skip past that. The IMDb listing where the actors in the game is amusing and the lack of photos of anyone. Yeah, it's a shame. What are you going to do? Alright, you have won. Sort of. You have sort of won. Okay, so now this time we're going to go to Homewood's home.
And werewolf.
We don't have to watch the death scene of Dr. Seward again. It's assumed that he dies if you get past 1 o'clock. So we will go to Homewood's home. And this time we're going to pass time to 3 a.m. So
12:30.
Yoink, yoink. Yoink, yoink. Yoink, yoink. That's how you know it's an A-list cast, exactly. We never heard of these people, but we did scrape their names. All right, let's see what happens.
Arthur, where are you? Jonathan. Oh, no.
It's most unfortunate. I like peanut butter, creamy peanut butter, chunky peanut butter too. Ooh! So that's how you know that he's gone after Mina next.
I was not in time to save Jonathan. Dracula has killed again, and I could do nothing.
Indeed he has. So, now we're going to show you the ending with both Jonathan and Seward dead. So, we'll go here. Big name celebrities are notoriously camera shy and unphotographed. Exactly. Go to the Hades Club. Get out of this. And in we go. And this is the Dracula scene again, which we will skip because we have already seen it. And then we will exit and see what the epilogue looks like now, as we have thinned out the herd a bit.
Such tragedy. Dracula killed Arthur.
Hey! A raid at the pivotal moment of the FMV. Hello, Songbirder. Thank you for the raid. Lots of stuff is happening now.
Acted sooner.
Full Nate acted sooner. Songbirder, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome to Raiders. I'm Zophar, founder of the Emulation Archive, Zophar's domain. Emulators and utilities and stuff like that. Good to see you not too tired. What were you playing, Songbirder? Were you doing some more Faxanadu? An epilogue is when you have a log on your skin. Exactly. Exactly.
Congratulations, my dear boy. You have saved the world from a fate most horrible. But all is not well.
It looked like Mina was also dead in that version.
Perhaps.
I wonder if
perhaps
we
you might have saved them. Were you to try
Let me think
again,
for a second here.
who knows what the result might be?
Did I go there too early or too late? Maybe we're supposed to go to Harker's home at like 2 a.m. Let's go see. Let me see if I have the timing off. Doodle doodle doo doodle doodle doo. Doodle doodle doo doodle doodle doo doodle doodle doo 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 doodle doodle. So we'll go hang out at the Harker's home till 2 a.m. and see if that's where I went wrong. Do 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 doodle doodle do.
56 Rochester and Marble Arch driver.
Just trying to show you all the different deaths. Faxanadu random, really good beefy seed. 3 hours, 2 minutes in total. Nice, congratulations. I haven't done the Faxanadu randomize yet, but I need to do one of these days. Good to see you too, Future Proof. I appreciate you coming on in, stopping by. All right, so we're going to increase time to like 2. So now Seward is dead, and we should be able to see something in here at 2. I hope. Nope, we can't.
Well, it is late.
It is late. I don't think I've ever seen that scene before. We'll need to make me a custom Faxanadu random scene someday. Totally, I would do it.
Zophar. Future-proof visuals cheered 100 bits. Paying back the indebted of using your domain as a teeny handful of bits at a time. Ah ha 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 ha. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Future Proof Visuals, for the 100 bits. I appreciate you too, and your support of the realm and the domain is greatly appreciated. All right, maybe this is the scene. No, still nothing. Maybe the game just doesn't have multiple whatchamacallits.
310.
Like epilogues. I know you can see how Mina and Van Helsing died. Just trying to remember what time. Maybe it's this. Here we go. Yep, there we go. It just like shows you, because like you just know that like he's gonna find more death. What a way to go. Sorry guys. It really does. It's very underrated. I love this game. F. But it's only when they show you Mina's open eyes that the music really kicks in.
Monster! If it's the last thing I do, I will destroy you!
Bastard! I will destroy you!
Braces.
dental plan.
Lisa needs
I
braces.
feel like that needs to be a clip. What's up, damn it, Beans? Future Proof Visual says you just finished Two Shot Johnny Rock off stream and you're howling. I gotta play that game. That's one of the few FMV games I haven't tried yet.
Now Dracula has slain two of the best people I have ever known. Mina Harker and Dr. Abraham Van Helsing. If it costs me my life, I will end his reign of terror.
I'm pretty sure there's also a scene where Anisette dies. I'm just trying to remember how it happens. Like, do we have to wait till, like, is it like 6 in the morning? Let's see. Let's go to the Hades Club and pass time a lot. See if we can... Because I'm pretty sure there's a way you can, like, let everyone die.
Please take me to...
And still get an ending, but I might be wrong. Let's see.
4:35.
So, we'll try going to, like, 6.
5:30.
And see what happens.
5:50. 6:05.
Alright, we got the cross in hand. Let's see what happens at 6 a.m. Sounds like she's still alive. Do you still get the same... So you must still get the same epilogue then. If you squint enough, I look like a bald gang. Yeah.
Such tragedy.
Yeah, still just the
Dracula
two of
killed
us.
Arthur and Regina upon
So I
his
guess
return.
there isn't one that's in
But now
between,
he's dead, and you were safe.
where just Harker and Seward are dead. So it looks like there's the best ending. There's the one where one of them, Seward, is dead, and then it jumps to them all being dead, but Anisette and Alexander, I guess? Or maybe we just aren't doing this in the right order. What's up, Dark Azia? We beat the game. Now I'm just showing everyone the bad endings. Next, I should play Rusty. Haven't played that one either. Future Proof says you were wondering if I had any insider suggestions on how to go about choosing which games you play through on-stream versus off. Oh, sometimes I just do polls. Like we just did it just now where I asked chat for the next game if they wanted me to do .hack or if you wanted me to do Mansion of Hidden Souls. And Mansion of Hidden Souls landslide. Nobody wants .hack. No, but because it's the 31 days is October, we're trying to play spooky games. And I'm just getting anxious because I've been waiting to play .hack Part 3 for like a year. But I believe very strongly that both me and chat have to enjoy the game or the stream is just not fun for me. So it's got to be both. So I do a lot of polls. But, I mean, everyone does it differently. Some people just play what they want regardless, and there's nothing wrong with that. Other people, all they do is poll. There's nothing wrong with that. I do kind of a combination. I poll a lot, but sometimes I go with my gut. Hope that helps. We also have a Discord, and sometimes, you know, I'll ask for suggestions and, like, pound suggestions. Alright, so this is where Van Helsing tells us you let lots of people die, and that's unfortunate. I feel like I want to try to... I want to see what happens if you just don't kill Dracula. Like, there's got to be, like, a... Maybe it's past 6 a.m. Let's go find out. Let's keep trying to pass the time. Maybe if we pass time to, like, 7. Right? I mean, they're not going to, like, show you the scene forever, right? Like... Devlin Goldacre's got to be tired after a while. Like, not just never sleeping. Discord joined. I appreciate that, Future Proof. If you could see 15-year-old you'd be high-fiving so hard to get in my Discord. I appreciate it. We also, I don't know if you saw it yet, Future Proof, but I'm releasing a new web series on YouTube. Zophar's Retro Rewind. So I don't know how far back to Zophar's domain you remember, but we ran a very short-lived emulation video show called Zophar's Underworld on Zophar's domain in the late 90s and 2000. You already know. Appreciate that. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. The video's done. Just G. Levy's putting the finishing touches. G. Levy's my brother. On the end credits and stuff. Oh, something happens at 7. Here we go. A new deathy death scene. I'm right. There is another scene. What's that? It's a cross.
Your old friend Van Helsing sends his regards. His final regards. Now Anisette will be mine, and you will die.
F! He's like, here, have a cross. So it's like, why did you go to all the trouble to even get a cross when it doesn't do anything? You're just dead.
Oh no, this tragedy beyond measure.
So the only part then, I thought there would be one more epilogue that shows Seward and Seward and Harker dead. I feel like there is. You know what? I just want to chat, just for the hell of it. I want one more go with this, if you will indulge me. I want one more go with this. I'm going to pass time to 2 o'clock, and then I'm going to beat the game and see what happens.
12 o'clock.
A-doodle do. We're going to beat the game with 2 o'clock on the clock. And I got the cross. So we'll go in here, and we'll skip the scene because we've already seen it. Do I have the pilot date? Indeed. November 9th, which is the 27th year anniversary of Zophar's Domain, is when it will drop. We're going to have a live premiere on YouTube. By the way, here's the YouTube for anyone that hasn't subscribed yet. Please subscribe. Shh, don't tell Twitch. And it will be November 9th, and I will announce the time as we get closer to that date, because I haven't quite decided the time yet, because I do work that day, but I've taken off the next day, and we're going to have like a little Zophar's Domain Day stream, probably like maybe 7 or 8 at night, and that's going to go for like a while. But don't quote me on that. I got to work out the timing. So it will be November 9th. The timing, the exact time on November 9th, I will let you all know. Subscribe to the YouTube so you will know for sure. Okay, so we'll just do this and say, yay,
Well, Quincy, it's through.
we did it,
I
we
feared
killed
your
him,
great-
blah, 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 blah. Let's go see if we get the scene I'm searching for.
It's monstrous.
Arthur and Regina never had a
There it
chance.
is.
Dracula killed him upon his return. He gave them no chance.
Oh, no, wait.
Finally over.
Harker's still alive?
Yeah, but to lose so many. By John Stewart, my friend.
If only I'd acted sooner.
I can't seem to get a scene where Jonathan Harker is dead, but not Van Helsing and Mina. Maybe there just is no scene. Should I try one more time? Try to maybe fast forward it to 3? Did we try 3 yet? Did we try 3? Does anybody remember? Might just not be a scene like that. I might be hallucinating. I thought there was. I thought there was one more. Maybe there just isn't.
12
Let's
o'clock.
see. I just want one more chance at this. One more chance. Just one more hit. Just one more hit, chat. A-doodle. A-doodle do. Alright, there's 3. I sure hope I put the cross on me. Did I put the cross on? Please say yes. We did.
Well,
Quincy, it's through.
Such a tragedy.
Dracula killed Arthur and Regina upon his return. No
There it is.
warning.
Dracula's dead. At least it's over.
Over for John Stewart. Goodbye, friend John.
To lose my dear Jonathan.
If only I had acted sooner.
Only I acted sooner. All right, that's all of the different endings. So there you go. Now you know.
Congratulations, my dear
Congratulations,
boy.
except you let too many people die. Does he even do congratulations when... I didn't even take notice, like, in the scene where he dies. Do you still hear him talk? Like, did he say it when it was just me and Anisette? Does anybody remember? I don't even remember anymore. So now you have the full FMV experience of Dracula Unleashed. I hope you enjoyed it. I did promise you all a little Mansion of the Hidden Souls action, didn't I? You still want to see it? It's 12:24. We can, like, start it. And then we'll just continue it into tomorrow. I should probably update my Discord with that, shouldn't I? I want to do that real quick. Doodle, 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 doo. Doodle, doodle, doo, doodle, doodle, doo. So this will probably be the last 31 Days of Zocktober event. So we'll call this Mansion of Hidden Souls. Sega CD. And I think this was 1993.